All right, so obviously you can't see me, but this is what the result of this kind of project will allow you to do. We're playing with vegetable oil, water, and light. So this is one of my shots. There's another one. There's another one. I like that one. That's kind of cool, the small little bubbles. So I'm going to walk you through what you do on your iPad, and then I'll kind of talk you through in a video also kind of what my setup was, just so you can see that. But what you need is, and again, I'll talk about this in another video, so maybe I'll skip that. But you'll go to your photography app, and you can actually see my setup here. I have this neon light for my basement, and you don't need one. You can actually use, I have a rechargeable Xbox controller. That would work too. Anything that's bright and that has colored light will work really well here. If you don't have that, you can just use normal flashlight in a dark room. You can tell it's really dark. And it will still make it nice and bright and white and give it a little contrast, which would be cool. But colored light does a much better job. In this case, neon light is really cool. So I'm going to show you a couple things that you have to do. So number one, I've put the oil and water into so what a lot of people will have, a Pyrex pan. And then you'll notice the oil, of course, and water, we should know from our chemistry or biology, whatever class teaches you that kind of stuff, it separates, which is cool. And so then once it's separated, I can start to take these pictures. That actually looks like a dog's paw or something, which is cool. Now, one of the things you'll want to try is when you focus it, the challenge is the iPad tries to be smarter. So sometimes when you focus it, it'll actually try to go through to the other thing because this is glass, and it changes the exposure too. So what you have to do when you tap on your screen, it tries to expose that spot specifically. So one of the things that's really helpful is if you lock your focus. So to lock your focus, what you do is you just put your finger on the screen and hold it, and you'll see up at the top it says AEAF lock. And now what's cool is it won't try to autofocus, and that way I can kind of move my camera around until I get just the right look. I want a little bit more of that brightness here. And so then I could adjust it again and say, ooh, this is a little dark. There we go, I like that. That's nice and bright. Oh, see, there, I lost it. So that's where I can hold it down again, unlock it, and there we go. And all this project's asking you to do is look for something cool. Get a cool picture. These patterns are a lot of fun, and find some cool patterns with oil and water. Really simple, kind of abstract, very artsy, which is fun. That's kind of the point of this class, I think. So just find some things that kind of make you excited about photography. Look at that. Look at all that buffer. That's fun. This is fun. So that's what you're going to do there. You can then, of course, go to edit it. And the editing software I would encourage you to use is this PS Express, which you can download. And in PS Express, obviously, you can go back to your gallery of different pictures here. And I might choose that one that looks like a paw. That was kind of fun. And from here, you just have like all these different options at the bottom. You go from kind of general filters to some really cheesy overcast filters. Don't do these. They look just stupid. So don't do that. But you can crop something. You could also then adjust, and this is the one you really want to focus on, is adjust things like lighting. So I can adjust the contrast if I want and kind of get that, which that's nice. I might go to the end here and try to sharpen this, just because I think that's neat when you sharpen it and really see that difference. And then I can dehaze it just a tiny bit to get rid of that. If there's any haziness, that is starting to look crazy. That's super sharp. I actually think those little scratch marks are in the bottom of the Pyrex pan, which is cool. So I can sharpen that, get the clarity, pump up some saturation. This already has so much color that I don't want to pump up the saturation too much. But you kind of get the idea. So anyway, that's the project. Have fun with it. Again, you don't need to have, ooh, there I am. Haha. You don't need to have a neon light. it just helps because obviously it brings a little bit of colors into it, which is fun. But again, you can just use a normal light and go from there. This lighting does just wonders on my face, so that's fun. Talk to you soon.